In association with the Right Eye Productions broadcast.
TY at Night. TY at Night. Welcome to TY at Night.
The Walking Hopeless Romantic.
Open each envelope on the corresponding day of the festival.
Keep this close to your heart as a symbol of what we've started.
Sweet Autumn, another Hallmark original movie.
TY's talking Hallmark movies.
Aunt Dee splits her candy shop between her niece, Maggie, and Maple Farmer Dex. Following letters Dee left, the two uncover the reason for her decision during the Sweet Autumn Festival. Maggie, played by Nikki Deloach, is a successful entrepreneur returning home for a will reading and discovers that she's inherited half of her aunt's famed maple candy business. What she doesn't understand is why Aunt Dee's maple supplier, Dex, played by Andrew Walker, inherited the other half. Now, Maggie's return home also coincides with the town's Sweet Autumn Fest, and through a series of letters that Dee left behind, Maggie and Dex search for the reason behind her aunt's final wishes. As she and Dex grow closer, Maggie must now decide if the life she built is the one she truly wants.
I just don't understand why she would leave me half her candy store with him. He's been like a son to her.
So let's talk a little bit about the cast here on this Hallmark original movie of Sweet Autumn. Nikki Deloach again plays Maggie, born in Waycross, Georgia, according to Wikipedia, and is the eldest of 3 children. Deloach started off at a very young age, building her career with pageants and modeling, going on to win state and national titles. Deloach went on to secure an agent for modeling, landing her several jobs for print ads and modeling. Deloach then joined the all-new Mickey Mouse Club in 1993. Fellow cast members include future actors Kerry Russell and Ryan Gosling. Even future pop stars at that time, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Justin Timberlake, and J.C. Chasez. Now, for several years, Deloach dated Chasez, who would later go on to become a member of the boy band NSYNC. In 1998, Deloach became a member of the girl group Innocence, finally calling it quits in 2003, where Deloach would become heavily involved in acting. Andrew Walker plays Dex in the movie Sweet Autumn. Born June 1979, is a Canadian actor and film producer, getting his first film debut in the movie Laserhawk in 1997. Walker has had several roles in American television, including booking gigs on shows like Maybe It's Me, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Hot Properties. He's even had several guest star appearances on shows like ER, CSI Miami, CSI New York, Without a Trace, Reba, and The Big Bang Theory. And as of December of 2020, Walker had filmed 18 movies for the Hallmark Channel. He is currently married to Cassandra Troy Walker, and together they have 2 children. Some of the supporting cast members of Sweet Autumn would include Eugene Buffo, nicknamed Genie. Buffo plays Zachary. In real life, Buffo is a hip-hop dancer, choreographer, educator, actor, and filmmaker, originally from Montreal, Quebec. He's also the co-creator of a non-profit charity dance showcase called Dance for MS. Some of the other supporting cast members would include Dana Leotoad, who plays Jody, and Michael Carl Richards, who plays Jonathan. Now, a lot was going on just before production of Sweet Autumn. And if you guessed it, yep, the pandemic was in fact in full play. Nikki Deloach was in Vancouver wrapping up Cranberry Christmas, another Hallmark movie, and Andrew Walker was wrapping up his quarantine one day before production actually started. Gary Yates, the director, was appreciated for managing filming, with very few people in crew allowed, especially regarding the scene of the festival. Now let's talk about the location for just a moment. Manitoba, Canada is the specific location of Sweet Autumn, and the primary backdrop for the entire movie, which features Main Street in Stonewall, Manitoba, and that is the site for the town festivities for Sweet Autumn. So, as we wrap up another Hallmark original movie review here on TY at Night, I'll leave you with one fun fact. It is about the owl poem depicted in the movie. Towards the end of the film, Dex and Maggie share a moment with a music box left behind by Aunt Dee. Inside that box is an inscription of a poem about an old owl. The owl poem was originally written sometime around 1875. However, nobody knows who the true author is, of course, dating back so far. But what is known is the original title is A Wise Old Owl and an English language nursery rhyme. Now, through the years, there were several improvements to that of a traditional nursery rhyme because the 1875 version is ungrammatical from the standpoint of modern English. And in just a moment, I'll read you that exact poem as depicted in the movie. And while we do not know the original author of the poem and nursery rhyme, according to sources, what we do know is Edward Hershey Richards is the songwriter of the Wise Old Owl poem, putting it to rhythm in the style of a folk song. So as depicted in two places in the movie, one is an inscription in that music box, and the other hangs on a wall in Aunt Dee's office, goes as follows. A wise old owl lived in an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Now, wasn't he a wise old bird? So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this review of another Hallmark original movie, Sweet Autumn. And please give us a thumbs up on these videos and subscribe and follow along if you haven't already. Boy, we'd sure love to have you. In the meantime, take care.
Broadcasting to the world.
New York, Chicago, Rhode Island, LA, Philly, and your neighborhood.
Ty at Night.
In association with the Right Eye Productions broadcast.